The Russian President Vladimir Putin is all set to visit India on the 4th of December. But this is no ordinary visit. It's a statement of intent from Moscow and New Delhi as they aim to further strengthen the India-Russia ties. And our next report tells you as to what is expected and what is on the agenda in this visit. Take a look.
India will roll out the red carpet for Russian President Vladimir Putin. This will be his first visit to India since the beginning of the Ukraine war. He will attend the 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. But Putin's visit is not just grand optics, it's a geopolitical statement, a declaration of intent to further strengthen the India-Russia special and privileged strategic partnership. New Delhi and Moscow are pulling out all stops to take the relationship to new heights. Ahead of the visit, Russia's parliament is set to ratify the reciprocal exchange of logistics agreement to enhance military cooperation between the two countries. A vast array of pacts are also lined up to further strengthen defense and energy ties. Russia and India are planning to ink agreements on civil nuclear cooperation. The Russian state company Rosatom is expected to localize small modular reactors and high-power units at the Kudankulam nuclear plant in Tamil Nadu. On the defense front, India is set to procure more S-400 Sudarshan air defense systems for $1.2 billion. The special and privileged strategic partnership between India and Russia underscores mutual trust amid shifting alliances. The privileged partnership spans multiple sectors, including defense, where Russia supplies about 70% of India's imports. This includes Su-Mk-1 jets and T-90 tanks, to the S-400 systems and the INS Vikramaditya carrier. The privileged partnership also encompasses discounted oil imports and fostering people-to-people links through e-visas and cultural exchanges. New Delhi and Moscow are also eyeing $100 billion in bilateral trade by 2030 through national currencies. The special and privileged partnership moniker is uniquely reserved. Beyond Moscow, New Delhi does not accord the same status to any other major power. France, which has emerged as a key source of arms for India, enjoys the status of comprehensive strategic partnership. The same status is accorded to Australia and the UK. While ties with US are anchored in a comprehensive global strategic partnership, when Putin lands in India on December 4, it will be a vindication of how special and privileged India-Russia ties are. It will also be a strong message to the West, which pressured New Delhi to review ties with Moscow in the wake of the Ukraine war. Putin's India visit will prove what PM Modi noted in Moscow last July. The India-Russia bond is a time-tested friendship for multipolar stability.
All right, a time-tested friendship for multipolar stability. And to put things in perspective, we joined this broadcast by Mr. Fred Weir. He's joining us all the way from Moscow. Mr. Weir is a journalist and also a political commentator. Mr. Weir, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on WION. Now, this is a crucial visit by the Russian President Vladimir Putin, who's going to be in India for the 23rd India-Russia Annual Summit. What do you expect is going to be on the agenda, considering the geopolitical challenges that the two nations are confronted with?
Well, yes, as you noted, this is an old, solid, and reliable relationship. And even the ties between Putin and Modi are fairly long-standing now. They're very warm, convivial, and they have a lot, of course, to talk about. The thing is, it's a very challenging time. Many of the old drivers of the relationship aren't as valid as they were in the past, and new challenges are emerging. Like Donald Trump has thrown a bit of a spanner into the whole geopolitical system, challenged India to stop buying Russian oil. So I think that one of the things that Putin will do is to try to pitch to India the idea that they could continue buying Russian oil. He has said this publicly, that at the end of the day, it's probably just as profitable, to buy discounted Russian oil as it is to eat, eat the 50% tariffs that Trump is wielding. But I don't think he'll be insistent about that. The Russians have a long-standing awareness that India is fiercely independent and will follow its self-interests. But beyond oil, of course, there's defense. Apparently, Russian military equipment performed well in the recent conflict with Pakistan, and there'll be a need to, as you reported, to restock the S-400. Beyond that, there could be defense joint ventures.
Right.
That it's only speculative, but the stealth fighter, the Su-57, is there. That there could be missiles that could be jointly produced, like the BrahMos. There are many possibilities, and so in that sector, defense is going to be the next big thing that they talk about. Beyond that, there is civil aviation. There is apparently a joint venture in the works between HAL and the Russian, forget the name of their company, big company, but to build the Su-100 Superjet, which is a medium-range passenger plane. So there is a lot that could be developed. And also, I wonder if Mr. Modi will take up with Putin Russia's difficult migration laws, because there has been an influx of Indian workers into Russia.
Right.
Russia is suffering a labor shortage right now, and it's very difficult. I mean, for foreign workers to come to Russia to live, to get their documentation and registrations, it's just a mess. And I think I hear it from many different angles, and I myself am a foreigner registered in Russia, and I know how difficult it is, all this bureaucracy. So easing that might help to stimulate the flow of Indian workers and business people into Russia.
I think you've raised a number of very critical issues that I'm pretty sure will come up for discussion as the two leaders meet. Thank you very much indeed, Mr. Fred Weir, for joining us from Moscow and getting us that perspective there.
Thank you.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.